All right, guys, we're back at it. New day, new play. We are taking a look at this hot penny stock that's about to explode. Let's get down to it. Now, before we get started, guys, I just want to make the point, this is a disclaimer. It is only for education purposes that I make this video. This is not financial advice for you to buy or sell. I am not a professional financial advisor. I don't want to be your professional financial advisor. If you need a financial advisor, please seek one out from an approved financial institution. Make sure they are a fiduciary. Seek them out, not me. This is for education purposes only. This is my own opinion. Let's get down to it. So there's a wild amount of speculation in the market right now. The SPY is not looking super healthy. People don't know what's going on with the inflation. Crypto's up and down and all over the place. People are losing their minds. So for me, I'm heading back to my bread and butter. I'm diving into biostocks and looking for something of value. And the stock that we're breaking down today is one that I have been a long time fan of. I've played it several times and taken decent gains on it, but I think it's primed and prepped and ready to go for one of the biggest gains that it's ever had. The ticker we're taking a look at today is SHG on the TSX Venture, or SHGFF for those of you trading it US side on the OTC. So what's the big deal? So first and foremost, guys, you know that I am big on the bio and healthcare sector right now. Biden's looking to get big on healthcare, and whether it's Clove or Eton, which are other plays that I am currently in, SHG is right there alongside. Now, hold up, Millennial. This is a Canadian healthcare company. Why are you so bullish on this right now? Well, first and foremost, this company is pumping out profit consistently. They have a great model. The CEO and the team of executives over at SHG has resolved that what they are going to do is continue buying up profitable clinics across the US one by one, and making these acquisitions. They're moving them into this massive network of clinics as we open up outside of COVID. So that's got to be number one, a profitable network of clinics opening up under the Biden administration heading into the end of the year. I'm very excited for the revenue prospects on this, and this alone is enough to give me a bullish stance on this position. As they acquire more and more over the past 3 or 4 quarters, they're now up to over 60 clinics that they own and operate out of the US. Some of those have special trial approval out of Massachusetts. There's a bunch of them that are approved for clinical trials, which is fantastic for them. They've got a bunch in Colorado, some in Florida, some in Texas. They are all over the map, and they are looking really solid on their actual assets of locations for real world medical. So that's number one. They own a ton of properties in the US, and that's looking solid. But that's not what's going to drive them all the way up. Next up, we know that healthcare is not super affordable out there, guys. If you're in the US, we know that healthcare costs an arm and a leg, and having the insurance to see a doctor can at times prove difficult. This is another play that I love SHG for, is they offer an in-house medical insurance of types where you pay a monthly fee similar to Netflix or Disney Plus, something really small cost, and in turn you are allowed to see by telemedicine the physicians that work at the facility. This is huge. For a lot of people, just being able to see a doctor and ask them the questions that you have can be time consuming or costly. By paying this small monthly fee as a member of their clinics, you're able to go see a doctor through telehealth. I really love that position for a lot of people that are either unable to or unwilling to travel in post-COVID. It just opens up a lot more doors and creates that great residual monthly income. So another huge factor for me with SHG is I really, really love the opportunity that they've created by taking new clinics, buying those new clinics, and then taking their patient roster, their existing client list, and offering them this monthly insurance where they can see a doctor through telemedicine. It allows them to have fewer physicians on staff, seeing more clinics, or seeing more clients of clinics more frequently, which adds the dollars to the bottom line for these clinics. So it's kind of a Canadian healthcare model where they're trying to get as many people to see the doctor as possible, but with a low cost. I really love the model, and I think it does have a huge opportunity to pick up steam as we head out of COVID. But that's still not the biggest news on this, guys. The biggest news is really the thing that I can see this driving this ticker up 200, 300% even maybe by the end of the month. So let's take a look at what that is. As you guys saw at the start of the video, I had to differentiate between, we had SHG, SHGFF. The issue with this, guys, is it's not officially listed on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange yet. And that can be a bit of a hindrance to a ticker that's looking to grow in the US economy. Now, I am happy to say that SHG has filed to uplist, and as of today, as of May 10th, right now, they have received a notice of effectiveness on their uplisting. Does this mean that they're in for sure? Not absolutely. There are a few more hurdles that they need to overcome, filing in 8A with the SEC, but it's looking really positive for them as they head into their approval. We've seen other similar tickers like Mind Medicine, MED, as some of you may be familiar with that is already uplisted, and we saw a huge spike in gains in them in a very short time from about the 268 Canadian to over $5. So that ability to double up is huge. Now, given that to be listed on the NASDAQ, you have to have a share price of over $4. Typically what we're going to expect to see on something like this, where right now it's about $1.68, $1.65, Canadian, there's the opportunity for this to go up over $5. That's where I'm seeing the potential for this to go to 300% from where it is as of today. So that being there, guys, what are the risks? What are my price targets? What am I looking at? So the biggest risk here, guys, is even after the notice of effectiveness, it could potentially fall through for a NASDAQ uplisting. So be aware of that. You may not see the uplisting. Does that make me bearish against the stock if it doesn't get the NASDAQ uplisting? No, not at all. I still think that they've got great income, they've got a great strategy, they've got a great team working with them. They are acquiring more and more clinics as we go, so I think it's just a matter of time until we see a NASDAQ uplisting. But given that they did receive a notice of effectiveness today, I think it is highly possible that we see this happen before the end of the month, and those potential gains are there. My price target on this, like I said, guys, is probably somewhere, if you're trading it on the TSXV right now, it's sitting around $1.50, $1.60. I could see it going as high as $4 or $5. So that's my price target that I have on it. The timeline on that is sometime in the next 4 to 6 weeks, it potentially getting that nod of approval as it files its 8A, and the SEC says you're good to go, start selling. So keep an eye out for that, guys. I am huge on this stock. I really love it. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me to break down more potential uplistings, or if you have tickers that you want me to take a look at and do a video on. My quick analysis of do I like it, do I love it, what are the risks, what are the potential rewards. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As per usual, if you have anything else you want to offer, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, as I put out a video every day here, and I am live every morning opening the market with you guys, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until tomorrow, I'll see you then.